Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Farbod Fakhreddin, and in this video I talk about structural equation modeling. In fact, I'm going to introduce SEM very briefly. First I will explain what SEM is, then I will introduce common theoretical models, and then I will explain why we should conduct SEM, and I will introduce the useful statistical software packages through which we can conduct SEM. So let's start. SEM, or structural equation modeling, is used to evaluate relationships between observed and latent variables in various types of theoretical models. In fact, SEM models hypothesize how sets of variables define constructs and how these constructs are related to each other. So we can say that the ultimate goal of SEM is to test whether the theoretical model is supported by sample data or not. In SEM we have constructs. The construct is called a latent variable. Latent variables are variables that are not directly measured or observed. In fact, latent variables are indirectly measured or observed, so they are inferred from a set of observed variables. As you see in this figure, we have a latent variable, and this variable is measured through 4 indicators. So these indicators are observed variables, and they enable us to measure the latent variable indirectly. We can use SEM in order to test various types of theoretical models. But the most common theoretical models include regression models, path models, and confirmatory factor models, or CFA models. First, I will talk about regression models. Regression models evaluate relationships between observed variables. So as you see in this figure, we have 2 independent variables, firm size and firm age, and we have a dependent variable, new product development expenditure. All of these variables are observed variables, so we can use a regression model and test the relationships between the firm size and firm age and the NPD expenditure. But the second type of theoretical models is path models. In path models, we can test the relationships between observed or latent variables. As you see in this path model, we have 4 latent constructs or variables. For example, market orientation and launch proficiency influence new product performance, and new product performance influences firm performance. We have 4 latent constructs, and this is a path model, and we can use SEM in order to test these relationships. And the third common type of theoretical models is CFA models, or confirmatory factor models. And this is a confirmatory factor model with 2 latent constructs, market orientation and launch proficiency. Each construct is indirectly measured through 4 indicators or observed variables. So we can use SEM in order to test the relationships between constructs, and in fact, when we establish hypothesized relationships among latent constructs or variables, we are combining path models and confirmatory factor models. So in SEM, we combine path models and confirmatory factor models in order to test the relationships between constructs. But why should we conduct SEM? There are some important reasons. The first important reason is that SEM enables researchers to examine the relationships between multiple observed and or latent variables. So SEM is a more preferred method to confirm or disconfirm theoretical models. The second reason is that SEM explicitly takes measurement error into account when statistically analyzing data. However, other techniques might ignore measurement error. The third reason is that SEM has matured over the previous decades, enabling researchers to analyze advanced theoretical models. So we can use SEM to analyze complicated and advanced theoretical models. And the most important reason is that statistical software packages have considerably simplified the application of SEM. So there are various statistical software packages that we can use, but the most common and popular ones are Literal, SPSS Amos, and Smart PLS. So we can use these statistical software packages in order to conduct SEM. So many thanks for watching. I hope you find this video useful. This was a brief introduction of structural equation modeling. In my next videos, I will try to explain more about SEM, and I will explain how we can conduct SEM through statistical software packages such as PLS or Amos. And if you would like to know more about SEM, you can check the references such as A Beginner's Guide to Structural Equation Modeling and a first course in structural equation modeling, second edition. So, and this presentation was based on these references. Thank you for watching and have a good time.